happy yesterday, so happy again today. Definitely went for a walk at lunch. Still so nice, as you could tell, looking out over Killeen. The sun is out. Winds aren't too bad. They've been kicking up at times up to about 12, 15 miles an hour at most. But when it's sunny and 78, hard to really complain about this quiet weather pattern we have entered. Much different than what we were experiencing just a week ago. Live temperatures puts us near where we're situated for our afternoon highs just about an hour ago. 73 Waco, 81 over in Lampasas, 73 Cameron, 72 over in Fairfield. So 70 still for most of the viewing area. Sun gets lower in the sky. Obviously, temperatures will start to go down here shortly. But overall, nice, calm, and quiet. That's not just for us. You see this H here that I'm circling? It's high pressure. Some of the rivers that are still under a warning from last week's significant rainfall event are finally getting a break too. So good news all around, even for neighboring states. Great traveling weather. Overnight lows going to dip down into the 40s. So I would say a cool start to the day, but not super cold. Now we are going to have high humidity in place, meaning
find you another way.
Okay, I got this text message in the past day,
yeah.
And I had heard from here, do not reply, don't do anything, and I was about to be like, yeah, this is real, because same here. But yeah, y'all don't click on it. I'm not going to. Speed of traffic, though, moving nicely and gonna be all week, you guys. No chance for rain. This calm and quiet weather pattern that is just making everybody in such a good mood. It's going to continue over the next few days. Now, this afternoon, most of us topped out in the mid to upper 70s, still sitting at 75 and sunny. Looking out over Temple right now. Ooh, look at that bird flying. I love this camera right here. Winds out of the south at about 10 miles an hour. So we are going to see southerly winds gusting up to 15 basically every day, with the exception of the one day where we're going to see a weak cold front move through. So let me detail this out for you. Right now, live temperatures across the state, 70s and 80s, actually 83 degrees out in Lubbock and Midland right now, 70 over in Houston. They have some Gulf moisture and probably cloud cover near them. That's why they're significantly cooler than out in the Panhandle, a little bit of an anomaly there. Speaking of moisture, we are going to have the possibility of some fog on radar tomorrow morning to show you, maybe some low-level cloud cover. But right now, it's sunny. All of Texas, neighboring states as well. Much of the nation actually pretty calm and quiet weather patterns. So it's very nice compared to what we were seeing last week, like I keep saying. Kind of shocked me a little bit. I mentioned the possibility of fog again tomorrow morning, looking like visibility isn't going to be so bad for our western counties, but the further east and southeast that you go towards the Brazos Valley and Houston especially, that's where by 5 o'clock in the morning, as you can see, circling College Station, visibility down to around a half a mile potentially. It's going to max around 6 to 8 a.m. typically does right when the sun is coming up and dew points are at their highest. Looking like potentially creeps a little bit closer to I-35 from east to west, looking like potentially downwards of a half a mile. Similar to what we saw earlier this morning, likelihood of seeing fog in place in patches here and there, and more so the further east that you go tomorrow morning. It'll break up by mid-morning. It's going to be another quiet weather day. I mentioned it's going to be breezy at times over the next few days. When we have a southerly wind in spring, oftentimes we see that. And this week is a very spring-like forecast type of week. So we are going to be gusting up to 15, 20 miles an hour tomorrow throughout the day, and again on Wednesday. Out of the south, pre-cold front. Cold front moves through. It's a weak one. It's a dry one. It's not going to do a whole lot to the forecast, okay? Winds out of the north by Wednesday night into Thursday morning. Thursday throughout the day, we could gust closer to 20 miles an hour and out of the north, but very dry air in place. Temperatures very quickly rebounding after that front does move through. So hardly even really going to notice it, besides the winds kicking up out of the north is what I'm telling you. Possibility of fog again tomorrow morning. We roll into tomorrow afternoon, more 70s and 80s in the forecast. Plenty of sunny weather over the next few days. Now the day that the front hits, which is going to be Wednesday in the PM hours, we're going to have partly cloudy skies. Winds will shift out of the north. Y'all, we're only going to drop into the 60s for high temperatures on Thursday. So about 68, 69. It's, again, not going to be a very noticeable front. And good news, this upcoming weekend, Saturday, we're going to be right back into the 70s. A very quiet 7-day forecast. Rolling into the month of March, believe it or not, I cannot believe